Greetings everyone, MacRover180 here. I wanted to bring to you yet another word game, can't help it, I seem to be drawn to them, called Lettered. So let's get into it. So Lettered, as I've said, is a word game that uses your accelerometer. You rotate the phone to slide letters around and find as many words as you can before the board fills up, which is in the trickle mode, which I'll show you in a minute. Or you compete against your phone and see if you can find as many words as it finds in a grid of letters. That's time chase, which essentially means find all of the letters. Find all of the words, or as many words as you can before the time runs out. Whereas trickle, you're finding words before the board fills up, which I'll show you everything in a minute. So before we do it, let's take a look at the menu. You have trickle, which I've briefly mentioned. We have time chase, which I've also briefly mentioned. About tells you about Lettered, who it's developed by, which is Resounding Games, tells you how to play, and if you want more information about how to play, once you're in the mode, select help, and it'll tell you about each mode and how to play within each mode. Support tells you if you like it, rate it, and more about what you can do, and essentially directing you down here where you can contact the developer. News just tells you what's new in each of the versions that have come out so far. Rate takes you back to the market, the Android market, so that you can rate the game. And close obviously closes out this little menu. Options, let's take a quick look. You can have the option to show the status bar or full screen. Make sure I'm in focus because it doesn't look like it. Okay. Night mode is a dark color scheme, also conserves battery on AMOLEDs. Disable pop-ups. Disable pop-ups shown when high-scoring words are found. And in-game options, vibrate, short vibration for each found word. So let's see what night mode looks like when we play. It is certainly dark, or darker, so I'm going to unselect it because I need to be able to see. So, alright, so, and Go Premium, obviously, this is the paid version of the app, which is, hang on just a moment, I want to make sure I'm correct, it's $3.28. And while this version, which we're covering in this video, is the free version, it's ad supported. The premium version is the same as the free ad supported version, except obviously you are supporting the developer, and also you're getting it without the ads. So $3.28. So I'll put the link in the info box so you can, decide for yourself which version you would like. Alright, so let's have a quick demo of Trickle first. So before you begin, you have the option of the difficulty setting and the board size. You can look at your scores, start a new game, or resume the game that you were playing on before. So let's take a look at the difficulty settings. So you have normal, hard, evil, easy, and then back to normal. Board size, you have 4x5, 5x6, 6x7, 3x4, and 4x5. We're back to. So, sorry, I just kicked my tripod. So, with that said, let's get started. So, as I've mentioned, let me pen up and move out. As you find you see that they trickle down. As you find the letters, you'll see that they'll disappear. And you can rotate your phone all the way around until you start selecting letters. And when you find the words, they disappear. Why is it whenever I do a demo, I can never find the letters? Okay, so I fared better here. So if you want the letters to come down quicker, just click an empty space and it will show up. As I said, you can rotate it all the way around, whatever you need in order to solve this puzzle. As I've said, the letters disappear. If you want to lock a letter, you see once you lock it, it doesn't move. If you say, I don't want this letter to move, you lock it by selecting it, and you unlock it by selecting it again to remove it. So let me show you that again. Lock it, it's grayed, and it doesn't move. See, no matter how you turn the phone around, it doesn't move. Unselect it to move it around. And let's see if it selects the L. No, because that's not a word. So yeah, you essentially do this until the clock runs out. But I've noticed as I keep playing, the clock doesn't really run out because, as I've said, this is more about playing until you run out of space, essentially. So you keep turning until you run out of space. So this is what it would look like if you're completely... I'm going to fill the board up on purpose. Yep. You see? We're out of space. Too short. Game over. And once you have, once the game is ended, these are your stats. You have a summary. Here's your score. Tells you you've found 8 words. Your best word is here. It even tells you your mean word length, your mean word score. It gives you a list of all of the words that you have found. Now you can choose to replay that round, or you can just start over again. You can see your scores so far, or you can close out. So that was the trickle setting. Now with Time Chase, you have the option of selecting the time length, which you have 3 minutes, 5 minutes, infinite, and 1 minute. And then we're back to 3. You can choose to have a full board or not. Min word length, you can choose 3 letters, 4 letters, 5 letters, and back to 3. Board size, you can choose 4x4, 4x5, 5x5, 3x4. We'll keep it 4x4. Scores, same as before. You can click your scores to see what you've achieved so far in this mode. New game, starts a new game, and resumes the game that you were currently playing. You were last playing. So let's do new game. And you see the board is essentially full already. So when you find the words, it doesn't disappear. Instead, it gives you the point on the top if it would stay focused instead of disappearing. And you can only find the word once. If the board is relatively not as spacious, you can rotate it, but they don't move around, as you can see. So, like I said, you can only find the word once. So, and you do it before the clock runs out. I found mod already. I found dome already. Net. Den. Bed. So yeah, that's essentially, font. Font. Yeah, so you essentially play until the time runs out. Right, see, because we've already found it, you're obviously not going to get points for that word. Whoa. Sonnet. Not a word. Maybe I'm missing an extra letter. I'm an idiot. Some. Trying to play until the clock runs out so you can see what that looks like. We found wet already, so no points for us. Bet. Ben? Not a word. What am I doing? Dub. Okay. And time up. So the score tells you you found 15 of 80, 19%, which is dreadful. Tells you the best word. And like the previous mode, which is trickle, it tells you the mean word length, mean word score, and this would be the list of the words that you haven't found. And if you have found the letters, I keep saying letters, if you have found the words, it will say found on the side here, as you can see. So yeah, that's essentially it. And you could change it up, make it more challenging or less challenging. So I really like this game. I mean, it's yet another word game, but I really enjoy it. So yeah. Oh, and before I always forget, Lettered does support move to SD or app to SD, so you can install this game on your SD card. So yeah, if you want any sort of reviews or if you want to see what an application or game looks like, just let me know. Take care.